So as I said, 180, 6x plus 4, subtract the 4, subtract the 4, 176 equals 6x, divide by 6, divide by 6. And your next step is 6 goes into 17 twice. And then you got 56. Oh, this might get messy. Use a calculator. $29.3. X equals 29.3. And I could go back and solve. So X is 29.3. There we go. Angle A is 29.3. 2x, so that's 29.3 times 2. That's 58.67. And then the last one is times 3 plus 4. So that's 92. So there we go. 92 degrees, 29.3, and 58.67. There's the 92. So that takes care of the first major section. What we're going to do next is take a look at a new concept. Well, not new to you guys. It should be something you've reviewed before. Transverse parallel theorem. So transversals on parallel lines, and then the patterns that go along with it. So we'll go there next. Okay, parallel lines. There you go. Parallel lines going the same way. The symbol for parallel lines is that little chevron, and I guess that's pretty ugly. There we go. So two parallel lines. Whenever you have a transversal, that's just a line that goes across them. Doesn't have to be straight up and down. It could be on an angle like this is, but there's your transversal. So with a set of parallel lines like this, you've got some patterns that you need to know. First one is Z pattern. You can draw a Z here. So that means this angle and this angle are equal because I made the Z pattern down with a Z. The Z could go the other direction. So it could be here where you've got, I'm going to call it O and O. Based on Z pattern, the O's are equal and the X's are equal. And that's always going to be true. So that's your Z pattern. The next pattern we have is called F pattern. So F pattern, again, if you drew a letter F, it goes up and there's an F right here and here. What's underneath the F is an X, so underneath the F is another X. So we have an F pattern where we have X and X. And the F pattern could be upside down. It could be an F pattern coming from the top, going this way. So F. And we have an O, and underneath is an O. So that's F pattern. And that'll work both directions. It'll be working in when your F is going this way. It also works if you're going this way. So from here, F, you've got an underneath O and an underneath O. So there's F pattern. Next one, C pattern. You can make a C. And this angle and this angle, the two angles of the C have to equal 180 degrees. Have to equal 180 degrees. So there's your C pattern. So Z pattern, angles are equal. F pattern, angles are equal. C pattern, the two angles in the C have to equal 180 degrees. And those are the three main patterns that we know. The other thing I might mention is you have this situation right here. You know this is a straight line that has to equal 180 degrees. You know this is a straight line, has to equal 180 degrees. You know the underneath is 180 degrees. You know this one on the back side is 180 degrees. So they're all 180 degrees. And any straight line is. The other thing you know is opposite angles are equal. So if they're straight lines, your x's are going to be equal, your o's are going to be equal. And that's opposite angles theorem. So supplementary angles, complementary angles, opposite angles, Z pattern, F pattern, C pattern. You probably want to go through all those patterns, write down your definitions before you do your test so that you have it all straight. Probably a good idea. So let's get into some of the examples. All right, first one. Parallel lines, transversal going through, you got 38 degrees, you're looking for X and you're looking for Y. First of all, I see upside down F pattern. My F pattern goes here, so that's 38, and that is equal to 38 degrees by F pattern. X equals 38 degrees, and I used my F pattern. So 38 degrees using F pattern. Next, I have a couple options. I could try to kind of work around the Z pattern. Try to make that work. My Y is here by Z pattern. So I'm looking and I got a Y. I just added a Y because Z pattern. So that's true. And it doesn't really solve my problem, but it does get a complementary angle. So there's a straight line, and 38 plus Y equals 180 degrees because it's a straight line. So take a look again. There's the 38 degrees, and the Y is a straight line. It's good for there, it's good underneath as well. If we know X is 38 and Y, straight line, so subtract 38 from both sides, and Y is equal to 142. $142 degrees. Good. So there's the first one.